Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your 2018 NFL Week 7 pre-game week analysis. Did that make any sense? Pre-game week? Whatever the hell the case is. If you didn't know who I am, get familiar, because I am the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. You saw how I lowered the bass in my voice while I was speaking? Yeah, I'm very versatile in that case. But let's jump right into the doggone games going into Week 7. Obviously, my Pittsburgh Steelers don't have a game this week, so I have no biased picks for myself. And this video is sponsored by Mybookie.ag. Promo code the Chiseled Adonis. Well, it's not really the Chiseled Adonis, it's just Chiseled Adonis. But nonetheless, all right? The promo code's my name. Number 1, Thursday Night Football. We got the Broncos taking on the Cardinals. The over-under is 43 points in a game that nobody's going to watch. Actually, people are going to watch. It's primetime football. Nonetheless, the games that you think are going to suck always come out, and they are very entertaining. I'm picking the Broncos to win this game. I believe they lost, what, 4 in a row? What the hell's going on with Denver? We started 2-0. We're the South Park team. We're going to go to the Super Bowl and get high, baby. Evidently, that's not the case. You know what's getting high out in Colorado? The L column. That's what's getting high. You guys are losing a bunch of goddamn games in Arizona in that case. You know, they're rebuilding. They got their 1 win on the season. I think that might be their only win on the season. No, they're probably going to get like 2 more. I see a 3-13 situation. But I'm picking the Broncos to win this game. Cardinals, bad team. The Broncos, bad breaks throughout. They showed a little bit of resiliency last week in the game against the Rams. They just could not finish the game because they ran out of time. But nonetheless, I'm picking the Broncos to win this game. You guys got to get a running game going. What the hell's going on? I was reading the comments of the yesterday's post. Was it yesterday? Or week before? Or day before? Whatever it was. Somebody wrote that they're not getting carries. The running backs got to get some carries. Stop coming out and losing. They're giving up leads very fast. It's the end of the first quarter. You're down by 2 touchdowns. What's going on? What's going on? All right, but I'm picking the Broncos to win this game. Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Case Keenum. Lord know the Case Keenum at that. They should be able to sling the ball, but if Phillip Lindsay can get going, if the other running back can get going, because I'm forgetting his name right now, it's escaping me, it's going to come back to me at some point in the video. I'm going to say it. It's going to be very random, but nonetheless, I'm picking the Broncos to win this game. Over, under on Mybookie.ag is 43 points. I'm going with the under. I think this is going to be low scoring. Both defenses are actually going to do a good job regarding keeping people out of the end zone, but red zone defense will shine over here. A lot of yards, little touchdowns, a lot of field goals. So it might come up to the foot of Brandon McManus to win the game, but I'm picking the Broncos to win. Next, Titans taking on the Chargers in the Coliseum. Is it the Coliseum where the Chargers play? Nonetheless, regardless, I'm picking the Chargers to win this game. See, after the performance of last week, or I should say prior to the performance of last week, I would have chosen the Titans to go out there to LA and defeat this Chargers team. However, given the terrible play of the offensive line of the Titans, I cannot say I don't see Melvin Ingram being in the backfield very often. They're so lucky Bosa is still on the sideline. But I see Mariota still not having time to get rid of the ball. And when he does throw the ball, I see interceptions galore this game. I think the Chargers are going to pick him off 3 times. I'm expecting the Chargers offense to do work like they're going to do work, or I should say what they did last week to Cleveland. Cleveland has a better defense, in my opinion, than Tennessee does. And you saw what they did. Melvin Gordon, Dreadlock Powers, activated. He's in the end zone 3 times. I expect him to get into the end zone twice. Phillip Rivers, if you give him time in the pocket, I mean, he's going to throw some picks, all right? I expect is it Kevin Byard? Kevin Byard? Whatever the hell the pronunciation of his last name is. The safety who was, I think he was a 2nd-team All-Pro, or 1st-team All-Pro last year. I expect him to catch a pick himself. And Dory Jackson, maybe. Phillip Rivers going to give him the ball a couple of times, but it's not going to be enough for the damn Tennessee Titans to win the game. I'm picking the Chargers to win this game. Over under is 45 points. I think they're going to be over. Next, Pats taking on the Bears. Upset alert! I'm picking the Bears to win this game, and I'll tell you why. The defense of the Bears is something serious, okay? They may have lost to Brock Osweiler, or I should say PhD graduate in embezzlement studies from Enron University, Brock Osweiler, but I think that defense going to go out there and tell Tom Brady, hello, buddy, you're 40 plus years old, you're about to feel these hits. Khalil Mack is going to show he's a real Gruden grinder all over Tom Brady. I'm expecting this game to be extremely exciting. I think the young offense of the Bears, Mitch Trubisky, Josh Howard, Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen, Allen Robinson, those guys, Trey Burton. I expect them to have big games across the board. This is going to be one of those games where you look like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on with the Patriots? I thought they was just riding this high. It's going to be something that slaps them in the face and humbles them real quick. I am picking the Bears to win this game. Now, defensively, like I said, that front four for the Bears is going to be able to generate that pass rush with just the four, and it's going to look a lot like the Lions game. I'm telling you, I am picking the Bears to win this game. Over-under for this game is 49 points. All right? I'm going with the under. I expect Chicago to go out there and play football. Now, I'll say this to the Chicago fans. I've been saying it for the past 2 years. I am very high on this team. Do not let me down. Now, I'm not cheering for the Patriots to lose. That's not the case. This is just what I feel in my soul. I could feel a different way on Saturday, but I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling like the Bears going to win this doggone game. They playing in Soldier Field. All right? The spirit of George Halas will be in the air. Mike Ditka, the person who dresses like him, is going to be somewhere in the stands. The spirit of Mike Singletary will take over the linebacking position. Mongo, Wilbur Marshall, all those other old 85 Bears, the people who still go out there and they jack off to the spirit of the 85 Bears. It will be in the air out there in Soldier Field for the Bears to go take the field and play effective football. So I'm picking the Bears to win this doggone game. Now, if you disagree, go to Mybookie.ag, use the promo code Chiseled Adonis, and win you some money on the Patriots. Why not? Hey, he's out of his mind if he thinks the Chicago Bears are going to beat the New England Patriots. Put your money where your mouth. Put your money where your mouth is. Dummy, sometimes I speak too fast and the words aren't audible. Maybe that's why it takes so long to do the commentary videos. Nonetheless, next, Browns taking on the Bucs over under 50 points. I am picking the Browns to win this game. I want to say I want to pick the Bucs, but the Bucs defense is so atrocious, especially at them trying to take the damn ball away. I expect Baker Mayfield to go out there and play an effective game, but I will say this about the Browns. They give the football away too much. Way too much. There are times where it's unwarranted, you're getting interceptions. There's times where you're not blocking for your quarterback. I don't understand what the deal is. All right, when Baker first showed up, it looked like things were going to look promising, and now he's looking like a turnover machine. All right, defensively, it's hard to win games when you're constantly on the field. If the Browns want to make this a game, they have to control the time of possession. Matter of fact, that's actually making me feel like I want to change my pick. Because both these teams are struggling to run the ball. The Browns should have no reason to struggle running the ball. You got Carlos Hyde. You got Chubb back there. What are you guys doing? You got to run the ball. You got to run the ball. I think I might just switch this up. I think I might roll with the Browns. Matter of fact, I think I originally ran with the Browns. Whatever the case was. All right? Now you got Winston. Who is there? Ryan Fitzpatrick on the bench, obviously. Winston, he played an all right game this past game, but it wasn't enough for them to win the game. I think they got to get their run game going too. Peyton Barber, you got to start getting yards on the ground. Defensively, they got to be able to take the ball away, but I am picking the Browns to win this game. I think they will win. All right, they're going into Tampa. I don't think anybody's afraid of Tampa. If it comes down to a field goal, you already know what spirit is in the air. There's a certain university that rhymes with Suffolk. It's Nick Folk, but he's on vacation. I can't make fun of him. So, next, we have the Lions taking on the damn Dolphins. 46 over under. The Lions going into Miami. I think they're going to win this game. Now, granted, Miami got back on track this past game. They played very well against a great Chicago front. All right, Albert Wilson, this man. Oh, I came from Kansas City. Let me just show my speed and freaking whoop, 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 breaking people's ankles, running through arm tackles. Who is this guy? But I think the Lions can go down there and humble them a bit. Why? Because I think the Lions can run the football. Yes, I understand this is the same team that has 100-yard rusher in 70 games maybe, but I feel like this game in particular, they're going to be able to run the football. Do I think they're going to have over 100 yards? Oh, no, but I think both their running backs individually will have 60, 70 yards. I think they're going to be able to convert on third downs. I think Stafford's going to be able to find the Golden Tates. I think he's going to be able to find the Marvin Jones. I think he's going to be able to find the Kenny Galladays. I think that's going to be enough for them to win these games. And mind you, Brock Osweiler is starting once again for the Dolphins. Now, this ain't, it's Brocktober. He going to come out here and show the whole world he can play football. Well, if you think that's the case, go to Mybookie.ag, use the promo code Chiseled Adonis, and bet on the Dolphins to go and win. You can watch your quarterback of embezzlement studies from Enron University go out there, sling the ball, and possibly win games. I don't see the games going down like that. But if you do, go to Mybookie.ag. Put your money down. Put your money down. Put your money where your mouth is. Next, Eagles, Panthers, game of the week. Matter of fact, should I say it's a game of the week? There's a lot of games that are there. Saints, Ravens, ooh, that's a good one as well. You know what? Yeah, Chiefs, pardon me. Eagles, Panthers, over under 45 points. I think they're going to shatter that. I'm expecting an exciting game. You remember they played each other Thursday night last year. It was a great game, I might add, but this game in particular, I am going to pick, I'm going to roll with the Panthers. I think Cam is going to get it done. This one's one of those toss-up sort of situations. I think both teams can win. It's one of those, if this team wins, I wouldn't be surprised. But if this team wins, I wouldn't be surprised either. Man, I'm really only picking the Panthers because I have to make a pick. But I don't know who's going to win this game. Cam Newton, you know, they had situations in this past game against the Redskins where DJ Moore simply couldn't hold on to the ball. Honestly, if he doesn't fumble on that punt return, if he doesn't fumble on that reception, you're probably looking at a completely different game. So I don't expect them to do that same sort of issue on the field. Now in the Eagles case, they completely dominated the Giants, but the Giants are a bad football team. And remember, this is the same Eagles offensive line that cannot block for Carson Wentz. Now the pass rush for the Giants is very good. The Panthers, on the other hand, who knows? But you got Luke Kuechly out there, and if you give him a situation where the quarterback is under duress and making desperation throws like Carson Wentz, then all of a sudden now you got interceptions, and Luke Kuechly turns interceptions into points. So I think the Panthers can go out there and possibly win this game. Now, granted, this is taking place in, what is it, Lincoln Financial Field? That's what the name of the stadium for the Eagles is. But yeah, it's taking place in Philly. But I think the Panthers can go on the road and they get this big time win. I just feel it in my spirit. I'm just going with Panthers right now. However, this can go either way. Either way. Whoever can run the football well, they'll win the game. Remember, this always comes down to run the football. This football, man. This football, period. If you can run the football, you should be able to win games. However, if you can't throw the football, but you can only run, then you're in for a rude awakening. All right? Rude awakening. I ain't talking about, you know, Rick Rude back in the old 80s. Rest in peace, brother. Now, we got Chiefs, Bengals. Upset alert. The over-under for this game is 58 points. I think the Bengals are going to win. I'll tell you why. Because offensively, I don't think the Chiefs will be able to stay with them. All right, you saw what happened against the Patriots. Now, granted, that's Tom Brady being able to sling the ball. Andy Dalton's no Tom Brady. However, you got A.J. Green on one side. What Chiefs defender is going to stay with A.J. Green? This man is going to be all over the field. I think this is going to be a 2-touchdown performance for him. Tyler Boyd's doing very good out of the slot. Just make sure, yeah, he's doing very good out of the slot. Then you got Andy Dalton having to turn over to his back side and hand the ball to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon can run the ball. I think they'll be able to run the ball effectively against this Chiefs front. Now, defensively, I don't know how the hell they're going to stop Mahomes. I expect Kirkpatrick to get exposed, whether it's Tyreek Hill, whether it's Travis Kelce, whether it's Chris Conley, whether it's Sammy Watkins. It doesn't matter who it is. I expect them to go out there and expose this. Either defense really is going to be getting exposed. It's going to come down to whoever can put up the most points. I expect this game to go up to the high 30s, probably low 40s as well. But for some apparent reason, I feel in my soul as if the Bengals are going to pull up an upset and go 5-2, and everybody's going to be like, wait a minute, the Chiefs are falling apart already. Mahomes, he might just turn the football over a couple of times. You know, Burfict got that edge. He's finally back in the lineup. And tell you the truth, he may be a dirty player, but he's a hell of a football player. I'll say that much. Listen, I'm not one to call out dirty players like that, but that man, he can play football. He's a little bit dirty, but he play football. All right, it's like Ric Flair. Ric Flair was the dirtiest player in the game, but he was also the best wrestler in the game. I ain't saying Burfict is Ric Flair now. He don't got the woo. He ain't no styling and profiling, but nonetheless, Bengals go out there and win that damn game. But the Chiefs, man, Chiefs Kingdom. We're the Chiefs. We're not gonna lose no more. 15-1. We're finally gonna win the Super Bowl for the first time since 1969. Well, guess what, buddy? Go on Mybookie.ag, use the promo code Chiseled Adonis, put your money down on the Chiefs. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. All right? But if not, shut up. Shut up. Next game. All right, we got the Vikings taking on the Jets. The over-under for this game is 46 points. The Jets are at home. I believe they won 2 in a row, possibly 3 in a row. I think it's 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Taking on this Vikings team that's played extremely well against this Cardinals front. Now, I'll say this about the Vikings. When they play at home, they always look good. They go on the road, it's a little bit different. Now, they're a cold climate team as well. So, you're coming out here to New Jersey, it's still going to be a little bit cold, but you're used to that. I expect them to go out there Offensively, I expect the defense of the Jets to take the ball away from the Minnesota Vikings. That made no sense. Offensively, I expect the defense of the Jets. Offensively, I don't expect anything huge from the Vikings. These Jets guys can play football. Jamal Adams, he may not be high in interceptions, but this man is somehow always around the ball when something happens to go down. Whether it's a forced fumble, whether it's a sack, and all of a sudden somebody else fumble, he's always stingy around the ball. Forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, all that other stuff going down. So I expect the Jets to play a very good game, but I'm picking the Vikings to win. I expect this to be an extremely close game. I just feel in my soul as if, the defense of the Jets going to keep them in there, but Sam Darnold might just throw a couple of interceptions. I expect this to be the big game for Harrison Smith. Go out there and catch some interceptions. Sandero might make some plays himself as well. The front four, I'm not sure if Everson Griffin came back yet. Did he come back? Somebody let me know if Everson Griffin came back. But I'm picking the Vikings to go out there and win this game. I don't think they're going to run the football with Latavius Murray the same way they did last week. But Vikings, you guys win this game. Thielen, Diggs, Rudolph and the crew, I expect them to go out there, do all right. They're not going to have high yards, but it's going to be just enough to put themselves in a position where they can kick the field goal to win the game. So I'm picking the Vikings to win this game. Next, we got the Texans and the Jags. 41 over under this game. I think the Jags get back on track. And I'll say that because the Texans struggle offensively to block for Deshaun Watson, and now you're going against Jacksonville. You're going to have an issue. If he's under duress and he's throwing up those live balls, it's going to get interception, Jalen Ramsey. It's going to get intercepted, A.J. Boye. It's going to get intercepted, Barry Church. It's going to get intercepted, Miles Jack. It's going to be intercepted, Telvin Smith. These are the things that are going to go down for the Texans. Now, defensively, I expect the Texans to do the exact same thing to break Bortles. I don't expect Bortles to have any time. You got J.J. Watt. You got Quincy Merciless. You got Jadeveon Clowney not using his dreadlock powers the right way, pulling down motherfuckers by their dreads. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Chris Ivory. How can you allow this man to pull your dreads from behind? He's not supposed to disrupt your dreadlock powers, Jadeveon Clowney. You know better. The Lord ought to diagnose you with a disease where nair just keeps falling on the top of your head and you go bald. How dare you disrupt the powers of dreadlocks the way that you did? You know better. That's blasphemy. Blasphemy. But nonetheless, I expect the front four of the Texans to get after Blake Bortles all day. I don't expect this man to have no time. Now, he can end up winning this game with his legs, being able to run for those first downs. If the pocket starts to collapse and he steps up a little bit and he starts to run forward, then he can get those first downs. I think this is going to come down to which quarterback can deal with the pressure in the fourth quarter, because I expect this game to be close, unless they turn the turnovers into points defensively. Because if it has to come down to the offense and they're not in good field position, I don't expect them to do anything with it. But if you got some pick sixes here, fumble recoveries for touchdowns here, some safeties here. So I'm picking the Jags to win this game. They get back on track, but it's going to be close. I expect it to be close because Bortles not cutting it. Deshaun, he don't got no time in the pocket. So if the offensive line shows up for the Texans, they win this game, no problem. But if they don't show up like they haven't been all season, Jacksonville wins the game. Next, Saints, Ravens. This is my game of the week as my voice is cracking. My voice is cracking. 50 points. Over, under. I think it's going to be under because the Ravens defense is still yet to give up a touchdown in the second half all season. I think that changes this particular week. The Saints defense is nothing that special, but they are playing against a Ravens offense, which offensively they've still been struggling. All right, so Joe Flacco is not able to get the ball down the field the same way he was in the yesteryear. Or I should say just that Super Bowl run in which it was just the playoffs. That regular season, it wasn't anything special, but nonetheless. All right, then you got running the ball. You got the dreadlock powers of Kamara on the other side being countered by the dreadlock powers of Alex Collins. So we'll see who's able to run the football effectively. Now, granted, this is a road game. This ain't being done down in the Superdome, brother, so it's not going down like that. So you know when the Saints end up going on the road, they ain't playing in the dome, they start to look like a completely different team when they play on the road. So who knows? But this Ravens team, for some apparent reason, offensively, they're still not clicking yet. They're not clicking yet. Drew Brees is looking to get that touchdown record, which I believe he will get in the first half. So, but honestly, I think the Saints probably get away with a win here. I think they get away with a win here. If they steal a victory, I think it's going to be under 50 points. I think this is going to be one of them games where it's a 21-17 sort of game. So I'm picking the Saints to win this game. Only because Drew Brees will have enough offensively in the first half to get them a lead to where both defenses battle it out, and the struggles of Joe Flacco being able to advance the offense comes in. And now you start to hear the chirps of maybe we should start Lamar Jackson, because it's going to happen at one point this season. Sorry, Ravens fans, it just seems like that's just destiny when you draft a quarterback in the first round and they're just there sitting looking at each other, trying to use them dynamically, running run pass options and all that other stuff inside the game. It's only a matter of time before they start talking about Joe Flacco can't do it. Maybe we should look towards Rashad Jackson. But we should look towards Lamar Jackson. And then you're going to have RG3 somewhere on the end of the bench like, man, I remember when they wanted me to be in the game. I thought I was a second string quarterback. You want to know why you ain't doing nothing at RG3? You cut off your dreadlocks. Well, then again, it was really your knee because you weren't doing anything since 2012. But nonetheless, all right, I'm picking the Saints to win this game. Oh, and the Saints go marching into Baltimore and get themselves a W. Next, Cowboys, Redskins, NFC East matchup inside DC. Now, 42 over under, I think it's going to be over. And I am picking the Washington Redskins to win this game. Why? Because I do not see Dallas being able to do the same thing offensively like they did last week against the Jags, against this Redskins front. Now, Jags are a much better defense, but you know the inept ability of this Dallas Cowboys offensive coordinator to call great plays on a consistent basis. I don't know why it is. You saw the holes. You saw how great they called the games. They let Dak run the ball. They opened up the yards for Zeke. They also turned, or I should say, threw the check down passes to Zeke as well. For some apparent reason, they can't do that on a consistent basis. I think coaching is going to cost Dallas this game. I think Dallas is going to play all right when it comes to the players on the field, but the coaches are going to cost them this game. Now, for Washington, Adrian Peterson gets going. Game done. Game done. You saw him have 97 yards against the Panthers last week. I expect this man to come out there and have a great game. Now, passing the ball, Alex Checkdown Smith is going to have a little bit of issues. All right, because that pass rush or I should say the front four of Dallas is something serious. But I think they're going to manipulate the middle of the field. Tight ends always happen to play very well against Dallas. I expect Jordan Reed to have himself a great game. And if you're working the middle of the field like Alex Smith likes to do, I think it's going to be enough for them to get this W. The over-under for this game is 42 points. I think they're over. I'm picking the Washington Redskins to win this game. Now, if you're a Cowboys fan, so we beat the Giants, Sinville, Jaguars, #1 defense, and you telling me we can't beat the Redskins? We the boys. We go to the Super Bowl. So, go to Mybookie.ag. Put your money down on Dallas to win the game. Promo code Chiseled Adonis. Win you some money, buddy. If you think I'm wrong, hey, prove me wrong. Sunday Night Football, we got the 49ers taking on the Rams. 52 over under, they shattered that. You saw what happened on Monday night with the damn 49ers taking on the Packers. Defense, non-existent. What does that mean? You're taking on the Rams. Offense, very existent. So I'm picking the Rams to go out there and win this game. I think it's going to be much closer than people expected. Or I should say, no. I wanted to say that about the way they played Green Bay, but Green Bay doesn't have a defense. The Rams, their defense may not be as great as I originally anticipated, but they still got that monstrous front four out there. I don't think the 49ers are going to be able to block those guys. Rams win this game by a mile. Sorry, San Fran. It's unfortunate. Now, granted, this is going down in, where's the stadium? San Jose? Whatever the case is. You in California, there's a high number of gays. Well, guess what? 49ers going to start looking gay because they about to get buff up on the field. It's going to look very scary. All right, don't bring your kids to the game. Don't bring your kids to the game. The Rams are coming to town, and they're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you. Next, Monday Night Football. Woo. Boy, that's going to be some demonetization. But Monday night, Giants versus the Falcons. Over under 53 points. I think they go over because both these defenses, for some apparent reason, happen to be struggling. Falcons, you can attribute that to injuries, but it's the next man up sort of mentality going over there. The Giants, a couple years ago, you were a top 10 defense. Now, looking like basura. All right, now, offensively, I expect Julio Jones to finally get that long-awaited touchdown, get into the end zone. I thought that was going to be the case last week. Turns out it wasn't. So I'm going to say this week is going to be the case, and I'm going to keep saying this week until it finally happens. Now, running the football, I don't think there's going to be running game for the Falcons. Now, for the Giants, I expect that to be the case because I expect that to be the case. Saquon, you're going to have some holes there for you. Eli got to finally get rid of the ball, and I think there's going to be the big-time game for Odell because he's been over 100 once or twice this season. So I'm expecting him to have a big-time game, this game in particular. But I'm picking the Falcons to win this. They are playing at home. So over under being 53 points, they're going to shatter that. I think there's going to be a high scoring game because both offenses can put up points. But in Eli's case, I think they're going to score 3 touchdowns. The Falcons score about 5. And field goals, you know, Matt Bryant, the old man, gonna be putting it through the uprights. Then again, you know, he's been putting stuff through the uprights, or I should say building uprights, since the days, his days in the War of 1812. So yeah, I'm picking the Falcons to go out there and win this game. So I'm gonna tell you my picks once again before I get out of here. Broncos versus the Cardinals. Tonight, I'm picking the Broncos. Then, Titans, Chargers, Pats, Bears, Browns, Bucks, Browns, Lions, Dolphins, Panthers, Eagles, Bills, Colts. I forgot to talk about the Bills versus the Colts. Who the hell is watching that game anyway? Bills versus the Colts. The over-under is 43 points. I'm picking the damn Colts to win the damn game. The Bills are going to be starting not Nate Peterman at quarterback. They're starting Derek Anderson at quarterback. Both these teams, struggling teams, not much that I can say. I'm picking the Colts to win the doggone game, all right? The Colts win the game. Andrew Luck, stop throwing balls in the tight windows. Guys, stop dropping the damn football. Go out there and win yourself a game. If Nate Peterman somehow finds himself coming into the game, hey, you should be looking great because it's a pick 6 waiting to happen. Then I'm picking the Colts to win that game. Chiefs, Bengals, Vikings, Jets, Vikings, Texans, Jags, Saints, Ravens, Cowboys, Redskins, Rams, 49ers, Rams, Giants, Falcons, and those are my picks. And a little bit of dyslexia trying to read the damn paper, but nonetheless, those are my picks for week 7. Now, if you disagree, go to Mybookie.ag, use the promo code Chiseled Adonis, and bet on the opposing team and win you some goddamn money. But I am the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual. I almost said methodical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and I am signing out. Well, not really signing out because I never really sign out of YouTube. I'm just leaving. Matter of fact, this is the end of the video. I'm gonna walk this way now.